In short, the Iran nuclear deal consists of Iran accepting strict limits on its nuclear program in exchange for sanctions being lifted.
However, the deal is slightly more complicated than that. Here are the deal's main points.
As a result of the deal, Iran's uranium enrichment capacity would be reduced by 2/3.
And of the uranium they do enrich, it will be at the purity level of 3.67%, which is the level used for nuclear power rather than nuclear warheads.
Iran's current stockpile of low-enriched uranium will be reduced by 96%.
The next point involves the Fordo underground enrichment plant that was discovered in the city of Qom in 2009.
Under the deal, it can only be used for non-military research.
2/3 of its centrifuges will be removed, and the remainder will not be allowed to enrich uranium.
Iran will also remove the reactor core from the heavy water reactor in the city of Arak.
Iran will fill it with concrete, and they will not be allowed to build any new heavy water plants for 15 years.
Iran has also agreed to provide access to facilities involved with warhead design in the past.
As of now, the deal sounds amazing, but it isn't all peaches and cream.
There's no such thing as a free lunch or a free nuclear deal.
In return, the US and the European Union are going to lift the financial and economic sanctions on Iran.
This includes the end of oil embargoes, access to the banking system SWIFT, and more.
The problematic part is that Iran will get $100 billion in assets unfrozen.
Iran had a budget of $300 billion in 2014, so this is a significant amount of money to receive overnight.
Iran has sponsored many terrorist groups such as Hezbollah and Hamas in Israel and al-Assad in Syria.
Iran remains a leading state sponsor of terrorism, and they just got $100 billion to wreak whatever havoc they want in the Middle East.
The money Iran receives in the deal is our main issue regarding the deal rather than the nuclear aspects of the deal.
And that's why we think the Iran nuclear deal's cons outweigh its pros.
Everything has an opportunity cost, and this situation is no different.